It's a well-established fact in neuroscience that there are four predominant brainwave states that we operate in. We have right at the bottom, delta, where we're asleep in a dreamless state where the body repairs itself. Although if you go to bed stressed, you don't get into delta, which is why people wake up even after 8 hours sleep and they're exhausted. Then we have theta, where we dream, or as children where we live, and it's a state of wonder and almost hypnosis, a suspended disbelief of reality because our critical brain is not turned on in theta. Then we have alpha, which is contemplative. It's where when we're reading a book and the inner world is more real than the outer world, we're creating it. But the vast majority of people spend their life in beta, which is where you are dealing with the outer world day-to-day reality. The challenge is beta is also called the failure wave because you're trying to wrestle reality with reality rather than create it from the inner world of alpha. So,
at Tennyson Point, when they entered alpha and got shown images on their visionary experiences, then when they came out of alpha and back into beta, their conscious mind kicked in and they maintained those images and messages from their visionary experiences. At Tennyson Point, here at Tennyson Point, one of the ways the ancestors practiced going from beta to alpha was singing as they slipped into alpha wave state and connected further along the process. The songs were a guide to harnessing the power of brainwaves. It was easy for the ancestors to stay in alpha without slipping from alpha back into beta through alpha wave entrainment.
Alpha is essential for higher spirituality, higher consciousness. You do not have a choice in this. You have to be able to fire alpha at a certain level and relatively balanced across the four quadrants. If you can't proceed. Alpha.
The songs were a guide to harnessing the power of their brainwaves, which was a part of the energetic science was to train the brain to consciously reach different states of consciousness. When the ancestors entered into a flow state into alpha, they could tell because they ended up moving or mirroring the sound. It was a surrender and a deep flow, and it was in this state that their voice and vocal ability started to shine. This was the way to practice both singing in general and altering brainwave states at will. This served as a double purpose.
Alpha is essential for higher spirituality, higher consciousness. You do not have a choice in this. You have to be able to fire alpha at a certain level and relatively balanced across the four quadrants. If you can't proceed. It's just the way it is. If you can't proceed.